what is there itself. So let's have a quick look about that as well, first of all. So one thing which comes up is one of the Azure services, and that service is being referred as Azure Firewall. Now, this particular firewall is also being configured in cloud. It's again a PaaS service, and it does require some dedicated subnet. And the good part is basically is the user configures the L3, L7 connectivity policies are there. It can be beneficial in terms of Microsoft threat intelligence. It can identify a known malicious IPs and FQDN filtering can be done. So you've got network rules, application rules, threat rules. And not only from that aspect, it also helps you to protect your connections, which are being established between the on-prem and to the cloud itself. So as I was talking about earlier, like the hub and spoke strategy, this is one of the key elements which plays a very key role. So this Azure firewall can also be considered as a virtual appliance. As we have been talking about the network connectivities, talking about hub and spoke topology, how does the connectivity can be protected or secured? So there is one concept which is called service chaining. So with the service chaining, you can go and achieve with a UDR. UDR stands for user defined route. So with the UDR, you can define the source, the destination, the next hop. So from the source through the next hop to the destination. So A, B, and C. Here A is relevant to the source. B is the next hop. And into the next hop, you have the network virtual appliance. And Azure Firewall can be also considered as one of the NVAs. And onto the destination can be one of your subnets. This concept of UDR, user defined route, UDR, user defined route. This is a concept which can be implemented within a VNet between the subnets. And it can also be configured between different VNets as well. So if you've got different workloads in different VNets, and if you're having the hub and spoke strategy and the connectivity or a topology, believe me, guys, this is going to be very, very helpful in terms of security implementation. Why? Why? Because everything goes with a centralized procedure and you've got a visibility and you've got a granular control as well. The idea is basically to protect your workloads. The idea behind to use this particular product would be to protect the connection, to secure the connection, to filter the secure traffic. So in all these cases, the Azure Firewall can help you out to lock down the environment and filter your specific only allowed outbound traffic as well. So with this implementation, at least we can achieve this area. No doubt, each and every subnet, each and every subnet can be associated with a firewall, which is called NSG. NSG. NSG stands for Network Security Group. So each and every subnet can be configured with the NSG. And every NSG would be having the inbound and outbound rules. So having the inbound and outbound rules in place for the ID admins, for the network admins, it becomes very flexible that which ports, which protocols from the source to the destination can be configured and filtered if required or whenever required. So the implementation, although that NSG the network security group. It helps you between the subnets. But what about across the subnets? What about the other routing traffic protocols? Filtering. In that case, if you want to go and customize, if you want to have a tailored route tables, nothing is better than the UDR, user defined route. And with that, at least you are achieving your service chaining concept. So no doubt, if you're planning to structure them up, don't forget to make them to be adapted and configured into your session. So as we are being deploying the workloads onto the cloud, as I mentioned earlier, that what are the procedures or what are the methodologies in which you can remotely connect if required for any kind of a remote administration. Let's say, for example, there are some virtual machines. I want to remotely connect them. So what are the services? What is the methodology? And in between, through which component it has to pass through, there is nothing but